Hey guys, Shadowz here. Some new Gears of War 4 information was released about two new characters, and the concept art for Oscar showed him holding a Retro Lancer looking weapon, which brings up the question, is the Retro Lancer returning in Gears of War 4? As soon as I showcased the new character Oscar's concept art in yesterday's video, people started to instantly assume in the comment section that the Retro Lancer is returning and will be in Gears 4, as I've also seen just people posting on the forums as well as elsewhere. The Retro Lancer, if you didn't know, was originally used in the Pendulum Wars, the 79-year Human War conflict, but changed up for the Mark II Lancer with the chainsaw bayonet when the Locusts invaded on Emergence Day. As Gears of War 3 takes place though, the Retro Lancer does return due to resources getting very low everywhere on planet Sierra, which is when we first saw the weapon make its way into the games from the comics and the books, which, as we all know, especially in multiplayer, caused a lot of chaos in community feedback. Now, talking about the Gears of War 4 concept art for character Oscar, the weapon he is holding is not a Retro Lancer, but instead a UIR assault rifle that was actually designed by the community itself, somebody known as Six on the old Epic Games Gears of War forums. Receiving a lot of questions about the weapon Oscar is holding in his concept art, Pez Radar from the Coalition Studio said the following: I've been receiving a lot of questions about a specific weapon that Oscar is holding in his concept art piece revealed today, and if that weapon would be in Gears of War 4. That weapon will not be in the game as it was just used in his concept art. The weapon was inspired by some fan art from Six's workshop. Six posted this artwork on the Epic forums a while back, and our concept artist ended up incorporating it into Oscar's piece because of how awesome it looked. When asked about other weapons coming to Gears of War 4, Ped Radar also said and following: we haven't discussed weapons beyond the Lancer, Nasher, Dropshot and Buzzkill. We will talk more about weapons in the future. For old weapons returning from previous Gears of War games, we don't really know anything except of course the Lancer and the Nasher, as they were both seen in the E3 2015 gameplay teaser, so it's still a possibility the Retro Lancer could make a return. However, reading the Game Informer magazine, it sounds like the Coalition don't want players using some of the old weapons, as Gears of War 4 takes place 25 years after Gears of War 3. The Coalition explains this by saying in the magazine itself: with the Locust Horde 6 feet under and Sierra experiencing an era of unprecedented peace, the Coalition thought it would be strange for the COG to continue to invent new weapons. However, the studio didn't want players running around with relics of war that had happened 25 years in the past, so the team dreamed up a series of construction-based tools that its heroes JD, Kate and Dell could repurpose for combat, obviously being the two new weapons announced recently, both the Dropshot and the Buzzkill. Once the Gears of War 4 beta releases though, we will pretty much know all of this information when it comes to weapons, so possibly the Coalition might actually share some more details and information on Gears of War 4 just before April 18th when we see the early access of the multiplayer beta go live. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you aren't already, thanks for watching, and as always, I shall see you on the next one.